to Dagdrömmar. You might have seen me work on this page before. Just finished her face. If you're interested to know how to color skin like this, I would recommend you and go check out Peter Hewitt's video, because that's the tutorial I followed. Alright, this video I will show you how I color gold. A lot of people get this really tacky kind of yellow gold. I want a more muted gold. You will be needing 4 pencils. I am using Polychromos. Our darkest color will be Van-Dyke brown. Then I am using raw umber, light yellow ochre, and lastly I'll be using cream. As you know, I like to start from dark to light, so I'm taking my Van-Dyke brown and blushing it in where we want our shading very softly. Now I'm taking the raw umber right on top of the Van-Dyke brown and softly dragging it out onto the light yellow ochre. Again overlapping the colors before and softly blushing out. Last, going in with cream. Really quick, really easy. Now, let's do it again, but on a bigger piece of jewelry. Van-Dyke brown. Not as much down here, I just want it as in the shading. There we go. And a tiny bit here. Taking the raw umber, overlapping and fading it out. See, I forgot a tiny bit of my Van-Dyke brown here. And that part is way more in shadow than the rest. Back to raw umber. Fading it out. Light yellow ochre. Just a bit. I didn't put any raw umber here because it is in shadow and it didn't need as many colors. There we go. And cream. Cream makes a really nice highlight for your gold. And as you see, this creates a more antique looking gold, which I really like. Taking my Van-Dyke brown, not using the warmer, but go straight to the light yellow ochre and a soft touch of cream. Really nice, really easy. Now let's do the same on the other side. Oh, sorry. Van-Dyke brown. Raw umber. You can do this without the Van-Dyke brown to get an even brighter gold if that's what you want. But this will be a kind of nighttime page, so I need a more muted gold. Otherwise it would look strange. Light yellow ochre. I'm not pressing hard, like a medium pressure. and fading out to really soft pressure, where we'll transition into our last color, the cream. Now onto the little balls, Van-Dyke brown, light yellow ochre, for the balls I would not recommend skipping the Van-Dyke brown because it really gives the shadow that makes it look more 3D. Now for the headpiece, I'm using the raw umber to make the gold for the chain itself. It's almost impossible to shade such tiny pieces, so I'm just going to add it using a medium pressure. And the same on the other side. This piece here is a bit bigger, so I'll take the Van-Dyke brown and put in a tiny bit of shading back to raw umber. And I made the shading here because the gold is coming from behind the big crystal. All the way out here. And there we go. Okay, for the pearls, which are going to be golden as well, I will only be using the Van-Dyke brown, the light yellow ochre and the cream, because they are that small. Okay, I'm starting by adding the shading with the Van-Dyke brown. Keeping the shading towards her face because the light is coming from out here. I'm pressing quite hard and fading it in. I want my shading to be quite dark. Remember to fade it in just slightly and rotate or sharpen your pencil if it gets too dull. Maybe I'll just adjust the camera here so you can see a bit better. Really making sure our shading is dark enough. This will make or break your little pearls. On the other side, I will place the shading on the opposite side. Because now the light is coming from over here. And of course I'll leave a link to Peter Hewitt's skin tutorial in the description box. I did alter the colors a little bit, especially for the eyes and the lips. For the skin I added a very hard burnishing layer of ivory, otherwise she got a bit too pink for my liking. Okay, we're almost done with the shading. Just a few tiny pearls left. There we go. Now it's time for our light yellow ochre. And just shading it in. Following the curve of the pearl. It's important to leave a gap for our cream for a really light shade. Don't like how this one blended, so I'll just go over a bit again. I'm pressing quite hard on top of the Van-Dyke brown. Then I'm fading it out with a soft pressure. For me, this is the easiest way to blend colors. Just layering and altering the pressure. Now for cream, going all over our little pearl, but very lightly in the highlight because we really want a strong highlight on these little guys, because gold is shiny white and we want that to be very obvious. So only a hint of cream in the highlight. I'm using a medium pressure on top of the other two colors, just to blend them together a bit more. Okay, there we go. Now you can add a bit of white gel pen to make even more sparkles. I'm using a Uniball Signo. Just on a few of them, otherwise it can be a bit overwhelming in my opinion, but you do as you like. Show that the light is really getting catched in these golden pearls. There we go. Okay, now I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. If you have any requests or any questions, just leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.